Look at this cute little doggy, cute little puppy dog. Yeah, that's a drone there. It's a little drone dog or robot dog. I think it's probably more correct to call it a drone. I've just come out of the robots themed Megatrends conference session here at ISE, where we talked about robots and what is the future of robots and what are robots anyway. One of the things that was brought up is that most of the robots that you see, like these guys back here, not really a real autonomous robot. It's a drone that's being remotely controlled by somebody. Just like a flying drone would be, really. But they are pretty cool. As a matter of fact, I think that might be being controlled by this guy right here. So yeah, robots and drones. One of the cool things that came up in that session was this idea of what are we making them for? Of course, there's some amazing applications for robots in industry, which don't look like a humanoid robot. They don't look like anything except just what is necessary to complete the task they're given. But of course, we are designing robots or entities or constructions that we're purposely designing to fool ourselves into thinking they're human or part of our lives, or that we have an emotional relationship with. The Turing test, which was brought up in the session I just got out of. Of course, the Turing test people talk about as being a marker of how intelligent a robot is. When a person can no longer distinguish whether what they're talking to is a real human or not, that means that robot, that machine has passed the Turing test. But the Turing test really is a test of how easily a human can be fooled. It's not a test of how intelligent the robot is. It's like, at what point can you fool the human being into thinking that what they're looking at is a real intelligence? And so we make these constructs, we start to make them like humans so that they can maybe fool us into believing that they are human, because we want that companionship. It's really fascinating to me that we create these servants, slaves if you like, based on the things that as a society we tend to want to dominate. Siri and Alexa are women, right? They're the women that you order around from the couch. You sit on the couch, you tell the woman what you want, and it happens. The little dog robots. I mean, dogs are man's best friend, right? So what more would you want? Create a robot that is the symbol of the faithful companion that, when all humans fail you, will never leave you, the dog. So you create human dogs, or you create robot dogs, you create robot women, you create, I guess in the form of ChatGPT, robot codependent who will say yes to every crazy idea you have. So yeah, it's fascinating stuff. The session was about, why do we have these, why do we design robots the way we do? And the answer is maybe a little more complicated than we would first think. There's weird psychology, weird deep human psychology going on. If you ask a human, what do you want to create? The first thing that comes to mind is going to be weird. Anyway, robots.